Howdy, Possum Patty and the Soggy Bottom Bunch here. April visitors and Flat Stanley. And Flat Stanley, your collections of rocks are really growing over here. Oh, he said, oh, he's making sets to give away. Okay, you pick out the pretty ones and we'll put the rest back outside. Well, the rock adventures are coming fast and furious. Yes, they are. I should have been cleaning the house today. Really needs to be vacuumed. But instead, Mr. Possum and I went down to the beach. Yes, we did. We were going to fly kites. He said the wind was a little too strong for kite flying. He was afraid he was going to crash his kite. I said, the wind's not too strong. And he said, look. And I looked up. The kite was stuck up in the top of a tree. I said, oh, well, maybe. Okay. I'm going to walk on the beach and look for agates. Because I heard a rumor that at the park where we fly kites, when you walk along the beach, you can find agates. I wasn't really sure what I was looking for. So I just went down to the beach and started picking up a bunch of pretty rocks. Yes, I had a wonderful time picking up a bunch of pretty rocks. And when I came back, I used my rock identifier app, which is wrong almost all the time. But I have fun with it, yes. And the rock that I am almost 100% sure this is an agate, because when I hold it up to the light, I can see the light through it. It's translucent. And you can see the banding. Yes, it's got bands in it. And when I hold it up to the light, I can see those bands right through the rock, yeah. So if the light shines through it, it's an agate. And it has banding. I'm like, okay, this must be an agate. And then I was picking up all these beautiful red rocks. And I didn't know what they were. Wasn't sure at all what they were. And my rock identifier said that this is quartz, but it's banded and it's translucent. And to me, I'm going to call it an agate. Yes. And it called these rocks agates, but they're not translucent at all. And they're red. And I think they're jasper. I think they're red jasper. Now, apparently, jaspers and agates are cousins in the same rock family, the chalcedony rock family. I hope I said that right. Chalcedony rock family. And I was like, well, I'm going to journal about both of those. I found a couple of other interesting things there too. Found some sea glass that looks like the top of an old bottle. I said, well, that's really cool. And then this one, I'll show you again when I bring you in closer. It looked like feldspar, and when I put it in the rock identifier app, it said it was moonstone, which is a kind of feldspar. So maybe it is. Maybe it is. I don't know. I don't know enough yet. No, but I'm learning. That's why I have my learning journal out. And yes, busy day. Busy day walking along the beach and picking up rocks. I have to go back when the tide's a little lower because there was all these little rocks and I was trying to look at them, but then the waves would come in and I'd run back and then the wave would go out and I'd go back and I'd look at it and the wave would come in. So I sort of like going in and out of the waves, like those little birds that run around on the shore in and out of the waves. Yes. We have to go back at a low tide. Mr. Possum said he'll check the tidal charts. Yeah, the tidal charts, and we'll go at low tide. So I wouldn't have to run in and out to keep from getting wet. I mean, in the summer, you don't care, right? But it wasn't that warm today. It was 50-ish, 55-ish, maybe, but windy, which made it a little cooler. So it probably felt like about 50 degrees. But sunny. I just had a lovely day. Yeah, I'm going to do a quick page about finding, which one should I journal about? Maybe the red jasper first. I didn't know what these were. I just kept picking them up. Yes. Mr. Possum wanted to know if I was going to include some of these in Stanley's little rock sets. I said, well, maybe I should go back and find some more little ones. I kind of like them. Red jaspers, yes. Okay, that's enough yakking. I'm going to do a journal page about a day at the beach and finding some stones. So what are you doing today? Are you doing some journaling? Are you doing some rock hounding? I hope so. Or maybe you're just relaxing. Either way, come on along. I just printed out a few pictures for the journal. This is the red. I believe it's jasper. I took one of the other stones and ran it through the ID app again, and it did come out red jasper. That little stone there. Not that one. That's my stone there. And I was like, whoa, look at this. Also known as blood of Mother Earth and the stone nurturer's stone. So I had to look it up, and I found that the Native Americans called the dark red jasper stones blood of Mother Earth. I didn't know what a stone nurturer was. Apparently, this is the stone nurturer stone. If it is red jasper, which I believe it is. I do believe it is. Let me give you a closer look at these. I just think they're amazing. I can see there's like a few little parts that might be sort of like translucent. But I think maybe they're just a little bit too solid for agates. See, look at that one. That one's really solid looking. Well, anyway, yes, red jasper. Red jasper, stone nurturer stone. So apparently a stone nurturer is someone who holds the stones, maybe meditates with the stones, or uses the stones for healing or for energy balance. This one's wonderful, yes. Like a worry stone. Wow, this one's really nice. This one's all polished by the ocean. Looks like it's been in a tumbler. This is the one they said was a moonstone. I don't know if you can see, but it does have lines going all the way around. So I'm going to have to look all these up, and this is the one that I'm pretty sure is the agate. You could see the bands pretty clearly there. And when I hold it up to the light, I can see through it. Okay, there's already so many things I want to put into this journal. But I can't neglect all my other journaling too. Stay down. There's always a corner that doesn't want to stay down. Stay down, stay down, stay down. Let me get a little clip. Stay down for a minute. Okay. Well, I've only did one page. Okay. Red jasper. Well, this is going to be so super easy. Yes, because I went down to the magical basement. And I have a bunch of papers that I bought at the flea market. And a lot of the papers came from somebody's old scrapbooking stash. Yes, I love to get things at the flea market, especially journaling supplies, and give them new life, right? I think there's got to be something down there about the beach. And I found this one first, and I'm like, oh, that is lovely. All I have to do is put that down, add my pictures, do the journaling. And then, whoa, wait a minute, there's another one. I saw I got two of them. Oh, this one, somebody's already layered this one up. Yeah, like making it more three-dimensional, like this chair. You know, it's got those little spongy things behind it, yeah. So the water and the chair are a little three-dimensional. And I was like, oh, all the work has been done for me. Look at that. I can cut this down to size. Cut this down to size. And I can put somewhere, I can put my picture and do my journaling maybe. Just a little bit of journaling, yes. So I was like, oh, this is good after a long day. Well, Mr. Possum said the beach wasn't so far away. Put that down there, floor storage. That he said, we'll go back. He'll check the tides and we'll go back. Oh, can I cut that? Oh, I don't know. I don't know if I can cut this in my cutter though. This might be tricky. This might be tricky. We'll see. I could jump up like that. There's a lot of people at the beach, a lot of kids just walking around, walking their dogs, playing football. I expected to see a lot of kite flyers. But no, kite up in the tree. Well, there's one area that's very clear. There's hardly any trees at all. So that kite really must have gotten away from its owner, yes. To have wound up in the tree. We haven't gotten to the flea market in a couple weeks because of the rain. Somebody's going to think I did a lot of work to do this page. So I haven't seen my fave vendor, James. I don't know if he's going to bring his scrapbooking stuff this year or if he's sold all of it yet. Okay, this is very lumpy because of all the little foam pieces there. Well, Mr. Possum's getting all kinds of ideas. I told him there was this one area where there were all these little tiny ones. And I think these are jaspers too. And I said it was really hard to get them with the waves coming in and out. And he's like, oh, you need a sieve. We're going to find you a sieve and you could bring your sieve and we'll check the title charts and we'll come back. I'm like, oh, okay. I'm up for it. I'm up for it. Maybe a little tacky glue around the edge because this is definitely cardstock. Finger tool. All right, I'm going to put an extra little dot here because I cut one off, I guess, when I trimmed it. Hold that down. Maybe up there too. This side's good. All right, I have to think about a layout. I could write the date up there. I could write with a white pen something here and a black pen something down here. Something like that, maybe? Put that there. And let's see, I need a white pen and a black pen. Here's a white one. All right, I'm going to start with the date. And the place. Well, I did a little bit of journaling. I probably could have written a lot more, but I have the date, where I was. It was sunny, it was windy, it was high tide, it was 56 degrees. Rockhound rumor. There's agates to be found at the beach. Not sure what I was looking for. Something translucent, light passes through and perhaps banded. I found one piece that fit the description, but I continue to pick up pretty rocks. I love these reds. Maybe jasper, light does not pass through. A type of chalcedony. Maybe I'll add that over here. Or does it say up here? A variety of jasper. No, it doesn't say here. Pen slipped when I was trying to type. I don't know what to do here now. Yeah. Well, we'll let that dry. When that's dry, I'll make a Y on top of it, I hope. A type of chalcedony. Chalcedony. Okay. All right. Well, that was just about the easiest journal page I've ever done. Well, the work was done for me, right? Had to add a few pictures and a little bit of journaling. I got to fix my little bit of a mistake there, no problem. When that gel pen dries, and a lot more rockhounding adventures to journal about already. Well, I'll still be journaling in Howard, and I'll still be journaling in a few of the other journals. I was just so excited about being at the beach. I didn't even wear a hat. No, I just wanted to feel the sun and the sea breeze on my face and in my hair. Well, thanks for coming along today and allowing me to share just a little tiny adventure with you and a very quick journal page, too. Happy junk journaling. Happy rockhounding. Bye-bye.